as temperatures dip below freezing across the capital again. For the second time this year, the severe weather emergency protocol has been activated. What does it mean? Well, when temperatures fall below zero, councils are expected to open additional emergency accommodation for people sleeping rough. For others struggling to keep warm in their homes this winter, more than 3,000 public warm spaces are open for people to gather. Well, Thomas Magill is at one of them in Newham, and we can join him now. Thomas.
Yes, thank you, Riz. Well, warm spaces like this one here at Newham Library became really popular during the cost of living crisis when bills began to rise. And as you can see, yet again, as temperatures begin to plummet in the coming days, they are busy once more. After 3 o'clock school time earlier today, this was really filled up with lots of mums and dads and youngsters doing homework and, as you can see, playing games. There's a quieter area around the corner. We can grab a cup of tea or a cup of coffee as well. But I spoke to some regular users of this space earlier who told me that it's become a real lifeline for them.
It started last year for me. It's nice to know that I can come in here from the times that they've set, you know, and if I feel like a cup of tea or coffee, rather than going to a cafe, I'd come here and I can have another nice chat with the team. I know there's quite a number of them. There's approximately about 17, and I've got to remember all their names. They've only got to remember my name. That's only one name they've got to remember. I've got to remember 17 of theirs. But I do my best to remember them, you know.
It's so warm and welcome, and it's comfort for you to be here. There's everything here. There's information, there's tea and coffee, biscuit. There's always someone here to talk to.
And how often do you bring the girls down then, Esther and Paige?
Every day. Even on Sunday sometimes we're here. So, it's comfort. You're saving electric of paying the bills £200 a month. That can be reduced by being here for 4 hours, 3 hours. So yeah, and even after school, I'm here.
Well, as you can see, Nicole is still somewhere around here. Freddie has gone home, but as you can tell, this is a real lifeline for people, and not just tea and coffee and a hot space. It provides much more for the community here. And with me is Councillor Neil Wilson from Newham Council. Good afternoon, Neil.
Good afternoon.
We heard how people benefit, but what else is on hand for people who are perhaps struggling here in Newham down at the Warm Bank?
Yeah, because this is a facility, obviously, that is helping people with the cost of living crisis. We have extended opening hours. I mean, there's a whole load of information. We're trying to make certain people have as much information as possible, not only to help with heating bills, but we've got our Newham Money, which is a service here as well. And it is about how we try to make certain that people maximise sometimes very limited incomes, but also actually have a non-judgmental an approach that they're listened to and they feel valued. And that it is important that we actually do as far as we can as a council to make certain that people not only help with their heating bills, but get advice on how they might do other things to help themselves.
Absolutely. There's a real balance. You've had to extend your opening hours as well. Briefly tell me about that.
Yes, so the opening hours are for 6 months we're extending the opening hours. That's had a beneficial effect. So obviously greater use of the libraries, people being more aware. And there's a great power of the word of mouth. So we can have as many leaflets as possible. But by people dropping in, seeing what's available, it's grown and it's been a really positive impact. But it does mean that we do need to make certain that people are dealt with is the wrong word, but talked to in a very non-judgmental way about how they actually can achieve more.
Indeed. Well, we'll leave it there for now, because of course these people at 8 o'clock tonight will be able to go home, albeit perhaps a cold one. But what about those who are on the streets, rough sleepers in Newham and across the city? Well, the Mayor has just activated the second SWEP this year, which is the Severe Weather Emergency Protocol. So Director Jason Strelitz is here. What's Newham doing to help homeless people then in Newham?
So throughout the year, we don't want people sleeping on the street. So throughout the year we're helping people get off the streets. We've got outreach workers out and about, talking to people, helping them access shelters. In this really cold weather, all boroughs are working together to open up more shelters, get more beds for people, and there'll be outreach workers out and about tonight trying to ensure that in this very cold weather people aren't out on the streets through the night.
Thank you, Jason. A real challenge there for local authorities across London. Here, this space, like many others, is open until 8 o'clock tonight, where people can come down for a free tea or coffee or perhaps even a biscuit. Riz, back to you.
A lifeline, as you say, Thomas. Thank you. And just to say, if you are struggling to heat your home, please don't feel alone and you're able to get out to a warm space. There's a list of where they are in London on our website.